David Smith here with yet one more flipped classroom math lesson. 3 tips before we start. First, remember that you can slow down or speed up the playback to suit your needs. Second, you can pause the video at any point to catch up with your notes or jot down questions. Third, you can turn on the captions and read my words on the screen. Why couldn't the angle get a loan? Her parents wouldn't co-sign. Okay, today's lesson, graphing lines from equations. So if you've been following along with the previous lesson, we've been spending some time looking at equations of lines and doing stuff with them. Now we're going to use those equations to create graphs. There's 2 types of equations we've looked at so far. There's gradient-intercept, which we'll discuss first, and then there's also general form, which we'll discuss second. Okay, now using gradient-intercept form, there are 2 approaches. Method 1, plot the intercept, use slope to find second point, draw a line. So let's take a look. Plot the intercept. Now the thing we like about gradient-intercept form, this equation's in that form, is that the intercept is right here. That 2 gives us the point 0, 2. So that's our intercept. So step 1, plot the intercept. Here's 0, 2 right there on the graph. Second step, use slope to find second point. So here's our slope, 1/2. Rise over run. So to get a second point, all we have to do is go up 1 and over 2. There's our second point, and then draw our line. Just like that. Okay, let's take a look at method 2. Same first step. Plot the intercept. We've put up a new equation here. So here's our intercept right there. It's -1, or the point 0, -1. And so let's plot that. That's right down here. We've done step 1. Now step 2, use equation to find second point. So what that means is we just pick a value for x, plug it into the equation, and see what y is. So I like to pick simple values, x, y. Let's pick 1 for x. That's really easy to evaluate. So if x is 1, then y is going to equal 2 times 1 minus 1. So y equals, that's 2 minus 1. Y is going to be 1. So the second point for this line is going to be 1, 1. So that's right there, 1, 1. Okay, now I have my 2 points. All I need to do is draw my line. Like that. Okay, now I'd like you to try one. You can use either of those 2 methods. Graph this line. Y equals -2x minus 4. So pause the video, consult your notes, and see if you can create a nice graph of this line. Okay, let's see how you did. I like using the intercept and the slope. For me, that's really quick. That's sort of a go-to method for slope-intercept form. So let's do that. The intercept right there, that is the point 0, -4. So we're going to put that on the graph. That's right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative. So there's 0, -4. And now we have a slope that's -2. What this is this is -2 over 1. Okay? So the rise is -2 and the run is 1. So we're going to go down 2. I guess I need to fix that. Let's make that a little bigger. So we're going to go down 2 and over 1. Okay, so just remember, the negative is on the top in this case, so we're going down 2, but that's a positive, so I went 1 that way. So there's my line, and this confirms a few things. That's a negative slope. All lines with negative slopes slope down to the right, okay? Positive slope is up to the right. So there you have it. Okay, now let's do this using general form. And remember, general form is ax plus by equals c, and there's a certain rule that we have for the a, the b, and the c. They have to be integers, no fractions. Okay, so what we do is we graph by finding both the x and y-intercepts. Unfortunately, this is actually pretty easy. So if you remember, let's do the x-intercept first. When it crosses the x-axis, the y value is 0. So what that means is that we'll put 0 in for y, and that'll let us find the x-intercept. So let's do that. 4x minus 3, 0 for y, equals 12. Now this is 0. 3 times 0 is still 0. So this becomes 4x equals 12. Divide through by 4, I'm going to get x equals 3. So the x-intercept is this point, 3, 0. Okay, pretty straightforward. Let's do the y-intercept. So when the y-intercept happens, that's when we're crossing the x-axis, and then that means that x is equal to 0 at that point. So now we substitute 0 for x. 4 times 0 minus 3 times y equals 12. This goes to 0, so now we have negative 3y equals 12. Now I'm going to divide through by negative 3 so I can cancel out that negative 3. So negative 3, these cancel. I get y equals, this is negative 4. So that means that the y-intercept is this point, 0, negative 4. Now I have 2 points. Whenever you have 2 points, you can graph your line. Let's graph them. 3, 0. That's the point. 1, 2, 3, 0, right there. And then 0, negative 4, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4, right there. So our line goes something like that. Okay, I've got one for you to try. So pause the video, look at your notes for that last example, and see if you can graph this line equation. Okay, let's see how you did. So first step, find both intercepts. So the x-intercept happens when y is 0. So we're going to get 9x plus 12 times 0 equals 36. So that means 9x equals 36. Divide through by 9. X is going to equal 4. So the x-intercept is the point 4, 0. Pretty quick. Let's do the same for the y. Now we're going to put in 0 for x. So 9 times 0 plus 12y equals 36. This goes to 0. So then I have 12y equals 36. To finish this equation, I just divide through by 12 to get y alone. So y is going to equal 3. And this point is the point 0, 3. So now I have my 2 points. I can go ahead and graph my line. X-intercept is 4, 0. Y-intercept is 0, 3. So let's put those on there. 4, 0. There's the x-intercept. And the point 0, 3. 1, 2, 3, right there. There's the y-intercept. Now I can draw my line just like that. Now that you've watched the video, jot down some notes or questions for our next class. You can also re-watch the portions of the video that you didn't understand so well the first time. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, and if you'd like to help me grow my YouTube channel, please click subscribe.